Whew. We did. We did it. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. Just chilling on a Friday night. As y'all can see, I still haven't made it back home. Good, everybody. Come on in here. Because we about to do what we do. Okay? Yes, we are. Ooh, what a week. What a week. Okay. Let's get this roll call kicked off, ladies and gentlemen, so that I feel like I got it together. What's up, Moretta? Is that you? Latu Haruna came in first. Moretta, Beth Mikey, Andrea Davis. What's up, Andrea? Is that you, Jennifer? How you doing, Jennifer? Kimberly Ortiz. My main man, Will Power. It's the Power Hour. Jennifer Tehran. What's up, Tehran? Moretta. Kimberly. What's up, Danita Joe? Andrea Espiot. You got to say it correctly, right? Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Let's get this thing started. Y'all know where we going, what it's going to do, and all that. Okay? Yeah. A little different tonight. That's all. It's a little different with the same flavor. How about that? As I wait on Keisha tonight, because China has been blessed to be a new homeowner, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. And you can't beat it. Let me put the link in there again. Because, yeah, so China's got her new home, y'all. And she's moving in tonight. She is moving in tonight. What's up, Jennifer? Kimberly, Latu Haruna, Tressa. What's up, Tressa? I don't have my music tonight. It happens sometimes. It happens. Sherry Core. What's up, Tehran? Quita Ward. What's up, Quita? Rochelle. New Rochelle. Excuse me. What's up, Edith? Librarian Melissa. How y'all doing this evening? Sherry Core. A Hodge. What's up, Audrey? Ooh, Linda Evelyn. There you go. Librarian A Hodge, country girl with grit. Come on in, my friends. What we gonna do? I just put the link back in there. China. What's going on? Stephanie Palmer. What's up, Dion? There they go. Is that Autumn?
Oh, God. Warn people first, please. Hi, guys.
I told everybody that China she's doing construction. You got on a sweater. What is going on?
It's cool here at night.
Oh, okay. It's already okay. Okay.
Yeah, and plus I'm anemic too, so I get cold.
You get cold?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay.
And I
Did you
can't see the comments, guys. I don't have my internet set up. I'm just on my phone, so
and if I may say it, she got a new phone number.
hey, when you move to a different area, hey.
New phone number.
New everything, new life, new everything.
Tell us about it, China.
Oh
How
my God.
how is
Uh,
life?
I
Is it
mean,
is it are you 1 year out yet?
1 year out what?
I'm saying, the last court proceedings,
Nope, because the last court proceeding he didn't show up, which was in June. So, but since the fake divorce, actually, in October it would be 1 year out.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Guys.
But it's good when you doing stuff on your own. I mean, I had some roller coasters, ups and downs. I went broke getting this house. I mean, and when I say broke, I mean broke. It was worth it.
It was a good broke. It was a good broke though.
It was a good broke.
Shine out there working 3 jobs. Like, look at happen.
Hey.
And I say that again because, ladies and gentlemen, y'all watch this in real time. Most of you guys all of y'all been here. Y'all saw this happen in real time.
Yeah.
In real, not in make pretend, real time. Somebody go from 0. China, can you co-sign that 0? Sign that 0. And I'm saying that because so many people stay in stuff because they like, man, I ain't got no money. I ain't got this. I can't do that. There's no way that I'm gonna be able to get through this. There's no way I'm gonna be able to make this happen. And you might have internet like China, but but she made it through.
Mm-hmm.
That is the story.
And sometimes you're gonna have a lot of loss because you're coming out of a kingdom. Like this whole thing, this ordeal, that's literally coming out of a covenant with like death, pretty much. So this thing wants to destroy everything that you have and then lure you back in. So if you get out, that's when all calamity break loose, and you will lose it all. But if you stay away from them, it'll start to rebuild, and then when it's rebuilt, it'll be solid. Like I lost everything. Like we do lose everything because they got a spider web, and they really don't leave you or try to discard you until they know in their capabilities that you lost everything. That's when they're ready to walk out the door because they know exactly what they caused you to lose. And I mean, this stuff is so supernatural. They feel like you have hit rock bottom. That's why they start discarding and moving on and trying to, monkey branch off of targets. But then they get the shocker when you stay the course and God move, and then you rebuild better. That's that real build back better. I don't know what they're talking about on that other stuff. That's the real stuff. Get away from the Narc, build back better. That's you.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. I mean, the whole thing was a sabotage the whole time anyway.
Yeah.
And then they waiting for the sabotage to come into place. They're waiting. They want to see you, groveling. They want to see you broken. Mm-hmm.
Even with their children. They literally say things like, I'm literally plotted on how to cause you to lose everything. And now that I see that you're destroyed, I'm cool with that. That's what the first husband said. Even after 4 children of his, not, knowing that if you destroy me and I have nothing, how your children gonna live? They don't care. They just want to see you destroyed because they hate you. It's jealousy and envy. Like that's their makeup, and these are entities behind them. These are powers, demonic powers driving them today. They are
Mm-hmm.
vessels and temples for this. So that hate is a hate that we can't even comprehend on a human level.
You know what? I think it's more so that we did not look at the person. We didn't see this in that. Well, while we were listening to their story, while we were getting to know that person, we didn't hear it, we didn't see it, and surely when we saw it, we did not want to believe that this is what it is. And nobody wants to believe that you're dealing with somebody that absolutely wants to destroy you. Nobody wants to believe, like, I was really there. Because think about that. You were there with somebody, and the person that you excuse me, that you think about all day, the person that you contemplate good thoughts, that you think how we're going to live and how life is going to be and how great things will be, we don't even consider that this person, they're doing everything that they can to annihilate you. We're not even thinking on that level. We're thinking like, oh man, they just mad and they'll get it together. They'll come up out of that. They'll stop. And then we start making excuses. Well, they went through a lot. They had it hard. So because they had it hard, they act like this sometimes. And we just give them a pass. We just say, okay, you know what? Because they won't get it together, because they won't stand up and say, XYZ, you know what? I really am sorry, whatever. We'll just wash it over. Look, you know what? I'm going to be the bigger person. And I'm just going to say, say it for what it's worth, that yes, you know what, baby, it's okay. We just going to get past that. I'm not going to worry about it. And indirectly, we don't even look at it, but indirectly, you are apologizing for their bad behavior.
Yep.
You're apologizing for what they're doing to you because they refuse. They're not going to stand up and say, you know what, I was wrong. I was this, it was that way. And, and I won't do it again. They just want you to believe that, hey, people have problems. People have problems. We're entitled to have problems. And sometimes when people have problems, they blah, 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 blah. And that's just, I'm just going to say that that's not cool. We can't just keep writing stuff off. We can't keep writing stuff off.
And they actually, like, the way that these demons had them on destruction, that's their contract and stuff. We actually interfere with that. Like, they already made their commitments and all of that stuff. They just got a whole, that their crew is designed for their dark cloud, their cloudy storm. We come along all bright and sunshiny, like, well, here's my umbrella. Then they put the storm on you. This is what they get by with. This is how they get through life, and this is how they get rewarded from their kingdom that they willfully want to serve. They can all be, there's some, salvation for anybody, but they don't want it. They want to do this, and they want to get through life on other people's blessings and hard work. And that's how they climb their ladders. That's how they do everything that they do is manipulation, even down to the children. I'm gonna keep this one, not that one. Keep this one, not that one. What are the daddies doing? How can I get child support? Or in reverse, you can have the other side doing the same thing, and they trying to have baby mamas that they can come back and visit for the 18 years or so, just so they can see I take something out the house again, or can I
That's it.
wreak havoc on their life again? That's all they pick, because they have sex all the time, like constantly with everything. They pick who they want to impregnate or who they want to get pregnant by. They pick that. And that's based on how long will I be able to continuously weave my way back into this person's life and wreak more havoc. They got demonic intel on that. And it's that deep. We got to really look at it like that. They the Terminator. 2 decades later, first husband still. Any chance he would have got, try to destroy. Decades later, that means children grown, gone, all that. Something in his programming is like, destroy this girl. You did not do it before. Let's try again.
So, it's funny that you say that, because so many of us, and again, in our minds, we're thinking it can't be what it is. I know what I see what I see, but it just can't be that plain. It has to be something other than this person knowingly, willfully doing what they're doing just for the sake of. And each and every time, it always ends up like that. We always right back at that same place again. We're always sitting back looking like, wow, how did I actually get here? How did we get there? And we're looking at it like, how do I get out of this? And not out of the relationship. How do I get us into a place where we can, every day it can just be happy and lovey-dovey and this, that, and the third. And, we have this wonderful situation. And we're not even looking at the fact that this person that we chose, because we chose it.
Yeah.
This person we chose has zero intention with being agreeable, with giving that reciprocity, which, that's what I was talking about in the title tonight. The narc gets what they give.
Mm-hmm.
They're not interested in peace when it comes to dealing with you. They're not interested in giving you back. Yeah, how many people pay attention and notice that, like, wow, if it came down to a cussing match, if it came down to putting each other down, if it came down to a fight, they are going to give you every ounce of energy. They're going to go re-up on energy. They're ready for that.
Mm-hmm. Locked and loaded.
But when it comes to the makeup, hey, honey, I don't want to live like this. I don't want us to do this. I don't want us to treat each other like that. No.
Jesse be laughing at people when they do that. Because, see, when you're dealing with Jezebel spirit, okay, and then all of them, because you got a Nana, Venus, all of them, the celestials, it's a bunch of them in that body. When you're dealing with them, the man is what they, in the pit, even in the pictures, they stepping on the head and the neck of the man. That's what they do. So when they finally feel like, I have regained control, and now I have this person up here begging me, they feel like they on their throne. They are enjoying that. The whole mission was to destroy and regain this power.
That's it.
For the men, it's the same spirit in operation. It's just using a male body. They got a woman inside of there. That's make it even worse. But that's what they do.
You know what though, Keith? Last week we had a very interesting conversation. We went into triple overtime, but I think in that conversation we were able to expose how this internet is being used, how it is weaponized to keep us using and making talking points about what the other side is doing wrong. I'm not going to say that this doesn't exist, but I'm saying, can anybody tag a channel in the comments that talks about what we're doing right, what anybody's doing right, because you're never going to get to the place of doing right if you're not even acknowledging any right in the other side. You know, you cannot get to a place where like, wow, so how, so, and because it's like, okay, you're broken, I'm broken. How do we fix us? How is that going to work? Two broken people going to get together and somehow we're going to be fixed.
Right. And when you say like this, this Beyonce internet, right? She
Beyonce.
served Inanna. Okay. She served Inanna, Queen of Heaven, Ishtar, whatever you want to call it. That's
Mhm.
who internet this is. That thing, ISIS, it is many names. It sows discord. The job, its function, demons can only do they function. It's to destroy. We got to still kill, destroy, and sow discord, seeds of discord. They want people at it. That's what it does. And that's what it promotes. And
That's it.
we have to be very careful because that thing, look at them statues, man. She got that shape. It's a certain shape, look like the BBLs with a Nana, that's the deity. You know, Venus, whatever you want to call it, got many names. Queen of Heaven, that's the
Post that.
corporate name.
You
But
should
that
post that.
thing,
You should post that because that is exactly excuse me, like I said, my biggest thing is you can go to any channel. It's gotten to the point now where everybody with a microphone is like, well, I got the same opinion. I can talk about that because it's the same thing. I can tell we can point our finger and say that men don't this or women don't that. And nobody's pointing a finger saying, wow, you know what? This group of people right here, they got it together. They getting it together. And we need to start that as a trend. And
mhm.
we need to start to uplift in some way, shape, or form. But that's not out there. Excuse me. I
The
was watching.
algorithm won't allow it. They gonna
Well,
shadow ban that.
there you go. And you know what? That's why I think that TikTok has gotten all the flack that they get because it's like, hold up. We're not going to let y'all have that kind of control over here. Okay. Because we got this thing pretty much exactly where we need it. And these people they have fallen in order in such a way where they're self-managed.
That's why Oracle just bought TikTok. Oracle is actually owned by Palantir. People should know that. And they're really taking away free speech. And they're gonna censor the truth so
Mhm.
much that
There you
the false reality is going to seem more as truth
go. Mhm.
about just mundane matters, just feelings and emotions and all of that, than actual reality.
But you know what? The beauty to me, the beauty in all of that is that excuse me, number one, you can change and create a language that is destructive. You can create an atmosphere. You can create a place. You can create false currency. You can create false idols.
Yeah.
This devil can create everything that it wants, but it cannot create a future.
Mm-mm.
Cannot, absolutely cannot, can't even create his own destiny. They cannot. So everything that we watch, everything that we live through, we're
Yeah.
I'm looking at it like, man, you know what? The beauty in it is that we're really in a beautiful place because we're seeing firsthand everybody we talk about this gloom and doom every day, every week. Man, they taking people's jobs, is this, is that, and it's all of this mayhem. Excuse me. But what we're really being taught is that you're gonna make it without that. You didn't think you was gonna make it without that. You thought that you needed all of these things and you need all those things and you need. And somehow we're still making it, right? So that's telling you, like right now they're saying, okay, the future, they got, self-driving cars and, they got robots that's going to do all the work. So nobody's going to be able to work. Well, okay, if nobody's working, then who they going to give all this fake money to? It's all an illusion to make you think a certain way. But who's going to spend the money? If we don't have the money, then how can they control society that is controlled by money if ain't nobody got no money? You still have to live, right? We all still have to live. And then you start to figure out like, wow, well, everything on the planet that was one time it was here to nourish us, fruits, vegetables. What happened? Where are they at now? They've been isolated, right? Everything has been isolated. So it's like, okay, we're still entering into a place where though the powers that be, they're of course they're flexing they're exercising their control that they have over the current situation to a degree. To a degree. But at the same time, they're still showing us that no matter what they have, no matter what's going on, they really are not in control of anything the way we believe they are. They're really not. At the end of the day, everybody's destiny will be decided by your connection with your God. Period. It's not going to be determined by, the price of food next month, the price of electricity, the power, the price of everything that's out here. It's not going to be decided by that. If they're taking all the money, they're so wicked that they want all the money. They want it, and the money.
Yeah.
Man, Joe. That they want all the money. They want to dominate the world and enslave us, the rest of the world. We sitting around here thinking it's a race war. No, it's not a race war. But they want us to believe it is one because that's how you can control people. You can't have everybody working together. If you don't have the groups separated and them looking out for just themselves,
yeah,
then all of them will come together. And if all of them come together, you cannot control everybody. You just
and nobody gonna know what's truly happening. I mean, we just had dark matter enter the atmosphere. People don't even know what that's gonna do. The narcs definitely going ziggity boo, okay? Because they already cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. Dark matter on the brain, people can Google that. It literally caused so many mental health disturbances. Yeah,
I saw that on the news the other day.
I seen it in trend. They talking about this the daggone mothership. Who the mother? That's what I'm saying. This stuff's so crazy. They holding global emergency meetings, but see, they running out of time. Like when we say the narc gets what they give, all of these people or whatever, these things in charge, they gave this. Like they gave this hate. They sold into all of this corruption and feeding these deities, popping open CERN and all of that stuff. This is what happens. So we gotta not be distracted on petty things. Keep our minds on what's really happening. Use our weapons of warfare, pray, do whatever you got to do. But we got to always be mindful that there is a bigger agenda. They won't need money if they commerce in souls. That focus on Palantir talking. If Palantir follow the money, if Palantir a billionaire and they got all this money and Oracle like all of this with Elon and, when they neck to neck as far as the riches, what do they companies stand for? The drones, surveillance, all of this stuff. Smart dust technology. The narc that we dealt with, that is a pawn. That's a baby pawn on this chess game that they got going on. So we know that if we get out of their way with the narc, the personal narc, That's already programmed for destruction. We have to get out of the way. Let them go. If you still with them, they definitely ain't gonna support you in apocalypse. So no need to have them around. They are only there to delay your destiny, steal your destiny, try to destroy you, hopefully early,
Deceive
collect
you.
on you, deceive, keep your mind in ziggity boo cloud fog while they do the number one programmer in their body in waster. They waste your time. They will waste your time, your resources, your life, your health. Everything will be a waste. You will look up, it's 5 years later and you still ain't nowhere different progressing in a relationship than you was after the love bomb. Like if y'all was boyfriend girlfriend, y'all would still be that 5 years later, because if they didn't really like, establish that, or if you don't have nothing upcoming like a pension or a good job or alimony or a way they can kind of monopolize on keeping you around, that eternal promise of marriage is just not happening. Y'all would be forever engaged. It's like they,
Not even just that. Look at the state of marriage now,
yeah,
and how we talk about it. It has been disgraced. We're gonna do a show on that maybe next week.
because Narcs don't mind getting a marriage certificate. They got about 20 of them things filed. And you won't even know, because when you go, they only go put one spouse, but they got about 20 filed in different counties.
There you go.
That's what they do.
Wow, just like Candy. Mwah. Thanks for the super chat. Just like Candy said, the biggest mistake we made with the narc is loving them with blind faith, knowing that this type of love should only be reserved for the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. All the gain that you would have had, I probably would have had all kind of clinics and homes and all of that stuff. I mean, I got swindled out of trucks, like paid off infinity trucks, swindled. Where they got a notary and a title, and they will catch you in some type of crazy state where you won't think they for real, but they for real. They get it stamped, they go and publish the title and everything, and they'll come and call the police and take your car.
Yes.
This is, and you thinking you in a relationship and you're believing whatever story they giving. Oh, I just need to do this to get some money or to get a title loan. And you've been assigned over so much crazy stuff in ziggity boo, the Lulu land. You won't even be able to think straight once they leave. You'll be sitting up here like, what happened? Why don't I have nothing? Because they swindlers. They did that. They make sure they get you emotional sadness. They always got some documents in front of you and stuff.
That's exactly what it turns into. Miss Nims. Thanks for the super chat, Miss Nims. Miss Nims said, the narc's harvest is their own shadow. Whew. Miss Nims been on it for the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We plant peace, they reap storms. Grateful to walk this path of truth with family that keeps me rising. Thank you both. Thank you, Miss Nims. And that is the main thing, man. And guys, I know y'all might think that I might think I got a crystal ball somewhere or something like that, but really, Miss Nims just put in here exactly where I'm coming from when I tell you, man, they ain't doing so good. They definitely not doing what you think they're doing. They're definitely not doing well. Yeah, you might think so. Why? Because they haven't fallen off the edge of the earth. But no, they're not going to get a blessing like that. You don't think that they would love to just be in a situation where, they can just, I ain't got to deal with this no more. I don't have to live with this no more. Because if they're not here anymore, that's what that means. That means I don't have to deal with this anymore. But when you sitting there watching them, and they guys, and I'm saying this to everybody, anybody that has ever done something crazy to you, done you dirty, that person has to receive what they gave you.
Mm-hmm.
They have the same way you have to receive what you gave to them. Now, one thing that I think we keep getting caught up in is we keep getting caught up in a way where We stay there instead of progressing in life, instead of just going, oh, let me go ahead and move on with my life and go to the next deal. Okay.
Mhm.
Because if you stay there, then you're tricking yourself out of your future. And they're banking on that. They're banking on it. They already know ain't nothing good coming to them. You think because they ran off to another person? I'm going to say this, guys. And I'm saying for the men and the women. If you think that a narc ran off to another person while they were married to you, in a relationship with you, whatever the situation was, and you think they went off somewhere and they just got away with it and they just happy somewhere, you are the liar.
Yeah.
You the liar, because it ain't, that ain't true, not anywhere on this planet. You
And
don't
we
just
got
do that.
and we got to think about, really think about these people. Like, I know the X is in some type of, okay, when they prefer to dress up in thongs and lipstick, right? The new person might not even know about that. Then they be all riddled with infirmities and all of that stuff and diseases and crap. These people are collision courses of destruction, disease, death, infirmity, and everything else. That new person or people, for one, they don't even know that they were like one of multiple. Okay, they getting a whole strange character. I mean, they might get somebody that they do dressing up in pantyhose and stuff. This is really the level that they are on, especially as they get older. They just got all these secret fetishes and lifestyles, but
Man,
they on some other stuff. And that's what we got to remember. Like, they're not, it's not that they were these quality people that we were with. We weren't with quality people because we were in a situation where we had to pray and cry and get ourselves out of. Sometimes you couldn't come home. Sometimes you in a car because you don't want to go inside because there's no peace in your home. You sneaking off and going to stand with a relative for a couple of days because they in a rage. They done took all the money. They yelling and fighting with the kids all the time. These are the things that they are made of.
come on,
And we got to remember that. I
come on.
seen a thing. I don't know if y'all seen this stuff. They doing like these specials, like the guy be videotaping the girl, like, oh, he just found out he positive for that infection. And the girl, this is how a narc respond. Like that video, I seen a video like that. I'm gonna tell you a typical response. He crying, like, what is this? I just got diagnosed with this. Like, why? What are you doing? She was calm, like, let me see that paper. And flag one. And then he like, what do you mean? Da 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 da. He doing this. She like, this said you got 2 refills. That means you already had 1 refill. This is what a narc does. They use the art of confusion. He talking about he just got a positive life-changing test result. They need to go. The response is, bro, we need to go to the doctor or something or get tested. Or what do you mean? That's a normal reaction. With a narc, they stay poised, calm, and then they focus on something to distract. Let me see the refills. And then that's gaslighting. And then he like, this say two refills. Why I gotta leave? This 2 refills. That means you already had a refill, which that's not what it mean. It mean that was the first time they had a script and they gave them 2 refills. But this is the point. This is what we dealing with out here. And it was other stories. Another girl was on there like, well, why you sitting up there being loud? I gotta call this dude and make sure that I didn't give it to him. And then you made me step out on you. Like, what was I supposed to do? Like, you made me step out on you. This is what they doing.
Bruh.
This is a narcissist. And he was like, what you mean? She's like, we ain't did nothing in months. It's like, we did something after a week ago. And she was like, oh, I gotta call this dude because now I might have gave something to him. In his house, that's their relationship. She still got the person's phone number that she just said she didn't cheated with. And now she gotta call him. His diagnosis and expression means nothing. The most important thing is letting this other dude know that there may be a situation and she arguing back and forth with him. Why can't he let her make this call? Why he's trying to put her out? Because this is what we're dealing with. That's narcissism.
So that's the new reaction video now.
Yeah.
Somebody calling you up saying, hey, I got such and such, and now you got it.
They and the couple
New
is
reality.
arguing, and then the response of the other person, I
Oh
guess, is the reaction. Because
my
she was just
God.
like, I need to call this person. He was like, what you mean? I bought the phone, I bought your car, I'm taking all of this. She was like, but you up here, man, I need to call this other person. You not letting me call this other person. You arguing with me, and I'm trying to call this other person and do the right thing because you made me step out. That's what a narcissist would do. They would darvo you in a minute. That is deny, attack, and then they reverse the victim and offender roles. Darvo. They all do it.
I'm saying, people, are y'all listening to this, man? This is the new reality in the world we are in.
Yeah.
We were it was fun and games when people were saying things like reaction videos as jokes and stuff like that. But now you got people out here in these streets that are sleeping around with everybody, and now that's the new thing, to call somebody up and say, hey, guess what? You got something you can't get rid of. And it's going to change your entire life, the rest of
Mhm.
your life. And it may shorten your life.
And
Goodness.
then they play victim and they want to gaslight. Like when you dealing with the devil, okay, you on his turf with his people that want to be with him. They don't want to change. They could if they wanted to, but they don't. When you dealing on his turf, nothing is impossible for them in your demise and destruction. So they are going to do the most to get you to flip all the way out, even if that means devastate your health, do something horrible to your children, take all your finances, spend all the money. They go up to your job, make you lose it. They gonna do all of that because they don't have a bottom. They gone. Like they in Delulu land, and their Delulu land, they win at all times. So when they just feel like maybe you're upset or something, they don't have a bottom. They will continue to go because it's not affecting them. The fact that you lost everything, they got other people that do have things, so they just envied you, and then they got you hooked, and then they wanted to destroy you and finish you because they operate on the frequency of jealousy, envy, destruction, and death. That's it.
And that's
It
the
gives them pleasure to do that.
and that is the world that we live in, people.
Yeah.
People are smiling in your face, gaslighting you, and at the same time, their intent when they meet you is to give you something you will never be able to get rid of.
Yeah.
That is the kind of world we living in nowadays, y'all.
Or to keep having children with you so nobody will want you. The first husband said that, like, now that you got three, ain't nobody gonna want you. Now you got four, ain't nobody gonna want you. That's what they do.
Yeah,
They
and
do
then
what I
once
was
I get to that
doing
point where
something like that.
you got 4 or 5 of them, they're like, okay, and that's when they like, okay, you know what, this ain't working. I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
I'm cheating. I'm in love with both of y'all.
Woo.
What?
Oh
I'm
my.
in love with both of us. What did that mean? That means nothing. That's what they'll do. I don't know. I love you. I love them. I'm infatuated. I just need to figure it out. No, they need a whole different brain. Okay. They need a brain transplant, and those haven't been invented yet. Shock therapy. I don't even think that worked. They need something else.
Man,
It's crazy.
this is mind blowing to me that people are willing to go on TV
Yeah.
and create videos of themselves admitting that they have it, and then calling people to say, now you got to tag, you're it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, bro, come on.
It's no regard for life. Then they had a guy on there, the typical narcissistic guy. He in the car on a video, okay, where everybody can see it. He like, man, I'm just sitting outside my house. I don't even want to go in because I hate being married. I can't stand my wife. I don't even like her. I feel like she should be happy to be with me because, she ain't really built like this. And, it's just like, the only reason why I'm with her is because I can't afford to live on my own. If I had the money that I could have to live on my own, I would be with the kind of woman that I really want to be with. This is what he's saying in his card. So this is how these narcissists really feel about a person. Like they really, once they conquer you, they feel like they so up there that they with somebody that's beneath them, and this person should be happy that you with them.
And I think that's key to what you just said. They look at you as you're conquered.
Mm-hmm.
If you're attracted to them, they see no value in you after that.
No.
They look at you like, oh wow, you love me? Are you serious? They see
you're gullible because you don't even know me. How can you got to be weak if you love somebody you don't even know that's about to rob you.
That's exactly how they look at it. Like, I'm about to stick you up, and in the worst way, and you really what? You giving me the time of day. You telling me all of these wonderful things, and I'm showing you, not telling you, but showing you. The feelings are not mutual on any level. On any level.
Right. And they respect this is why they respect people that's with the same demons as them in the same little trash pond, because they actually put more respect on them because their respect level, their meter goes up with griminess and swindling and ability to con. They got a con meter, not an integrity meter. We on an integrity meter. We feel like this person good when they even better than just the aesthetics, when they can be loyal, or when they have integrity, or when they have morals, or when they can, work, or, just do some things. Not them. They feel like a person is better if they can scheme better, because that person is better fit for survival. So that person, they will give more respect because they are backwards. They respect the darkness, this backward spirit that they got going on. Everything is opposite, reverse, like the underworld, the under earth. That's them. Oh, you grimy? Oh, you're a whore. Yay. You're the best person because you're a whore.
Yes.
That's what they do.
It's all about, miserable people finding other ways and other people to be miserable with, and to get you into the same mindset so that you can be miserable with the rest of them.
Yeah.
They don't want anybody having a good day. They don't want you being successful. They don't want you moving on with your life. They always want you in a place where you're like, you never have enough. That you always got a sad story to tell everybody. And you think about that. Excuse me. We're literally in that same place. We're watching how people watch us, and they hate on you. They hate on you for just having simple things in life, just having a mindset that I'm not defeated. And we're supposed to, every day we just wake up rejuvenated. They wake up every single day with the same larceny in their heart. They have the same mindset. Everything
miserable. They wake up miserable. You can take them to the Bahamas. I took my mom on the cruise. I'm like, oh, this is wonderful. Oh, I don't know. Like, look at that person. They doing this. Look at that. They doing it. Oh, they didn't give me that. They gonna find a way to make a beautiful beach miserable. That takes supernatural abilities. Like, how do you not have a nice time? And you went for free, for one, in a nice Caribbean atmosphere.
You went for free.
This food seemed cooked to you. Then they want to put you in it. And you just like, what do you mean? And then they inappropriate with the staff. Like, this is the stuff you're going to get with the narcissist, because they are on an automatic to bring somebody down ruin a vacation, ruin your happy moment, ruin your birthday, ruin the holidays, ruin all of that stuff. Ruin your children if they get excited. You got an A. Oh, you got an A. What you happy about that for? I got like 5 A's. You know, this is some crazy stuff that we dealing with, but they are on a negative frequency. And that frequency, a mothership just came. The dark matter. That's them. That was for them.
That every day, everything they can do, to bring us down, to make you feel some type of way, to make you feel like something is wrong with you, to make you feel like you're really a part of their world. You're crazy. You're crazy because you want to just be happy. Like something is wrong with you. And then run off to somebody somewhere to try to make you really feel like you are crazy. And a lot of people start thinking like that. A lot of us do think like that. We start thinking like, wow, something must be wrong with me. Because I see it happening. I see how they treating me. And yet I'm still here. I'm still trying to figure it out.
It's a spell. Anytime that your body, anytime you make this thought and this decision, they message you. Anytime you're like, I don't even know why I'm messaging them. I don't even know why I'm going over there. That is a sign that you are under a bewitchment spell. These things coming out of this, you really need God. You cannot do this without God and having a renewed mind.
You can't.
And I'm for me, like I needed Jesus. Like I cannot Yeshua, I call him, his name, but that's what I needed because I was in something I did not understand the depths that it can get after that last narc. Like they get worse and worse. There's different breeds of these things, but that last breed, usually the religious narcs, both religious narcs were crazy, capable of choking. They choked their spouse. This is the kind of monster that is inside of that. And you need to really, really, really get some supernatural help dealing with them because they in a supernatural.
Swan, thanks for that super chat, Swan. Swan said, it took me 7 years, married 2 narcs to realize I married the fantasy, but divorced the reality. Wow, I like how you said that. I married the fantasy, but I divorced the reality of the abusive demon. Cheated on all 7 years, never changed. So, I mean, well, we already know what it is. Guys, a lot of us can't handle it when we find out that this person, if you ever find out how much they actually were cheating on you, it's going to blow your mind. It is going to blow your mind because you're in a place where you're thinking it's no way that one person is that capable of creating this much mischief. It's no way that somebody is really just that crazy, just that unjust inside. Like, why?
Do not go through their phone or their computer.
But look,
you see all kinds of speeches in there.
But Keish, my question is, at this point, what did they get out of it? What did they get out of it? Just running here, there, and everywhere. What did they get out of it?
The narcissists are soul collectors. That's how they didn't gave themselves up. They have a pimp. His name is Satan. That is they pimp and daddy. So they are on a mission to collect souls for his kingdom. So they go, some of them riddled with diseases, some of them riddled with calamity, some of them riddled with, they got a concoction inside of them that they riddle with of destruction. So they're going to bring some ball of destruction to your life or confusion. And they will do that to each and every person that they soul collect with. And that is what their mission is. And they get some little toys here and there from the demonic kingdom, from their victims. And that's it. And it's a horrible life. That's why they always miserable. They can smile. They can be laughing. I got a family of narcs. They never happy. They either have scheming or sad and miserable and telling you about it. Never happy, joy, none of that. They not really connected
Think
to the
something is
source.
wrong, and they think that you're doing something sneaky when you too happy. Like what you all happy about? Y'all, the stuff that we not paying attention to, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that still live with a narc, try coming home one day a little too happy and watch the fight that kicks off in your house. Watch the fight, because they're looking at you. Oh, you must be doing to me what I've been doing to you. And
I missed my grad school graduation because I was with an narc, and they wanted to make sure that I didn't go to my graduation. And that's the kind, they don't want to celebrate your achievements. I mean, you don't even graduate all the time like that. Like, they made sure that particular day they was around a Hoover and they offset your day. That's all they want to do, because they
miss your
secretly,
graduation. Keisha,
yeah,
you get one day of graduation. That's it.
And it came and went. And the undergrad, the ex, he was an ex. He came up there in a dusty t-shirt and some shorts and Timbs, wanted to argue at my graduation with the undergrad. You know who taking those pictures? This is what they do, okay?
Man.
And they make sure that they make a scene. Where my kids at? I just want to see my kids. But at a graduation, you know, it's like, this is not the time. And it's like they want to cause drama. Yes, they crazy.
It's crazy. That's just crazy. But it's not crazy, because that's what it is. That's what we get. That's what happens when we choose that.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a way to just choose something that's all out bad and it turned good. And most of the time we're there on a hope and a prayer that this person gets it together, that this person is going to see how much I care about them. They're going to, one day they'll see how much I truly love them, and then they'll change their ways. It's never going to happen. Not for the better.
I've never seen it happen. Like, and I try to, because we do that. We try to pray and we like, okay, they come, they cry, they bring fire, they do all this stuff, right? I tried that. So I could tell you how I go in most situations and scenarios. The divorce and remarriage, Pet Cemetery. If you thought the first marriage was bad, now that you have had some time and they didn't mess with all these other different, you know, entities and stuff, and they come back to you, they coming back like the Pet Cemetery, the cemetery where the dead should have stayed dead. Beyond that, that's what they come back as, something else. And then next thing you know, the intensity is quicker and it's harsher. If they was just arguing before, now they putting hands on. Now they threatening with weapons. It's craziness. You know, so don't ever do that. Y'all divorced for a reason if it got that bad. But you think about the children, like, oh, I want to do that. They don't care about them children. They don't care about themselves or none of that. Then you had a scenario where it's the religion, you know, the faith. We got to keep this together because God say, you know, he don't like divorce, and he don't. But he said don't marry the devil, and we did. So it's like we got to really put things in context. You know, he was like, the harlot, that can be a male harlot or a female harlot. If you read Hosea, he ain't had nothing but grief. He had to buy his wife back. It's in the book of Hosea. God had him marry a harlot just to give an example on how Israel was committing adultery against him and how that made him feel. So Hosea felt it because he done married this harlot. His kids was named Unloved and all of that stuff. That's the names of the kids because that's how the kids come out, because you're dealing with a harlot. Next thing you know, the harlot was out there tricking again, and he had to buy her back just so she can spend time with her family. This is what we're dealing with the narcissist. He had to pay money. If I buy you and pay for you, I just want to spend time with my wife. That's what you're dealing with. And it's in the Bible to let us know. He said, don't marry the harlot, male or female.
You know
they
what,
cannot stop what they're doing.
You know, something I realized was, again, back to the conversation we were having last week. We go out and we pick, like you said, the harlot that
Mhm.
was this body type, and that's it. That's all that person was. And then, because if you think about all of the debates on social
Yeah.
media and on the internet, that's what they're talking about. And then when men are talking to some civilized women, a civilized woman is like, no, women aren't that way. Women don't do that. Women ain't all out there acting crazy and this and got 200 bodies by the time they 35. No,
Yeah.
ain't no normal woman doing that. But they don't understand that. No, when you pick a harlot, or you pick a harlot with what was that deity you were just talking about earlier? The
And
name
now,
Anana. When you go pick
that's
one,
what they sing about.
but when you go pick one of them, that's what you picking.
Yeah.
That's what you picking. And the thing about it is that most women, most women, if not all, not all of them, but most, don't even know or understand there is something different out there. Just like for men, I don't, I would never put all men in one category together.
Right.
No, no way. And I'm not going to defend the ones who don't conduct themselves like men. I'm not going to do it. I realize we got some sorry excuses out there. We
Yeah.
do. We got some sorry excuses out there. Just like the women have the same thing. They got some sorry excuses out there. We have to bring ourselves into that place where we start to see and acknowledge that, hey, we different. And
Yeah.
once you start to see people, that's what's going to help you. That's what's going to help you. If because everybody's going to be back in that dating pool at some point. Especially you dealing with a narc, you in the dating pool, you just don't know it.
Yeah.
Listen, for everybody in the chat right now that's still married to a narc, you're technically in the dating pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. And then, you know, because they was a minister, like the ones that are leaders, I didn't really realize how much of the cheating was occurring. Even though I seen a lot of it, it was way worse than I could ever imagine. Because you be so busy working, because of course they choose a profession that's not like a steady income. It's something to do to meet more people and have more control, right?
There you go.
That's it. They live off whatever donations that they probably, pay for tricks with. But we would never know the depths of
Mm,
what they are capable of doing. It is diabolical. We think faithful. We think vows are sacred. We think cheating, ooh, ew, like why would you want to have your body all everywhere? Not them. This is what they do. They are programmed for this as a youth.
wow. That's serious. that is, and the
They
thing
feel like if you're
is like,
not arguing with them, that you don't love them. Like this is my nieces are young, coming out of the high school ones, arguing what they do the whole time, arguing in a way where it's like you feel uncomfortable even hearing it. Like ain't nobody da. You ain't this, you ain't that. What, say it? Buy me some shoes, then buy, do this. All of this stuff. You slow, you this, you that. So the training, when you ask like why would you talk to them like that, why would y'all even try to be together? No, I have to talk to them like that so they know they place. This is how they think. This is some crazy stuff. And the dudes going along with it, they everybody's sleeping with everybody because they all cheating and stuff. But to sit there and tolerate somebody cursing you and putting you down, effeminating you in that manner, because they are tearing away at your masculinity, that
mm,
goes beyond relationship toxicity. That is demonic evil.
come on.
That's what they are. Like that's it.
That's all it is, man. And that's all we getting. That's all you're gonna get. people, we're not going to stop telling you this. We're not going to stop telling you that that you can stay there and think that I'm going to wait it out and I'm going to stick through it, and you're going to wait it out and you're going to be disappointed. And that's guaranteed. There is nobody that went and spent their whole life and just said, I'm going to just go ahead and drag it out because I don't know nothing else. None of them. Nowhere. You don't have a happy ending nowhere. Their ending was, I stayed. And then if they outlive the other person, you ain't got nothing but horror stories. And then you see how dirty they were after they're no longer here. Mm-hmm. And how and still, even though you were married to them, they left all of their belongings to other people. They set it up so you could not receive anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, guys, this is what's happening, and this is what's coming to you. We're living in a day and a time right now where you can see. It ain't just talked about no more. You can see it now. You can see how it's malicious out here, man. I mean, it's grimy. It's grimy. You're going to see in the near future. But just like we were just talking about earlier, it ain't just about money no more. Now you just got people saying, hey, guess what? Tag, you're it. Yeah, I used to have this, but now I gave this to you. And now you have it. Now you go spread it on. That's what they want to see. They want everybody to spread it to everybody.
Yeah.
That's the world that they want to create. And they're creating it. Miss Nims, thanks for the super chat again. Miss Nims said he gave charges. Now he's hovering back.
Some charges wasn't nothing. Y'all gonna go to court. The Narc switch up. Okay. Story. Okay. POV. Now I did have a 6 since first husband. He in a hotel cheating. I did total the car because the car wasn't intentionally supposed to be, totaled, but I tried to just set off the alarm somehow, hand went through the window, all that stuff. So the police came. That was a crazy thing. I was sitting there. I did take accountability. Like, yeah, I did it. And, it's a couple of fights after that. But this is how court went down. I was actually remorseful. Like, you was doing what you did. It was a whole thing. I tried to set the alarm off. Hand went through the thing. I just busted up all the windows. This was young age. So then, all right, court come. Now, I have replaced the windows. I was like, I was wrong for that. And, we young, so we don't know what narcissism is. He did all the hoovering and everything, even though he was in a hotel. We had just had a baby. So I'm like, all right, we're going to work this thing out. I will replace the car windows because that was wrong. Okay. We get to court. He like, all right, we're not going to have no charges and all that stuff. He going to tell them about replacing the windows. This dude was talking, nah, I want her to have the fullest accountability. She need the fullest accountability. My car was destroyed, blah, blah, blah. Switch up. And you in court, caught off guard, like, I know we fixed this. No, they want you to have that on your record. Because if you get something on your record and you have some other misdemeanor down the line and you expunge that, then guess what? That other one sticks. So this is ways that they strategically set up to destroy your life. They do that reactive abuse. And there was a lot of things behind that. You don't just, go and destroy people's property. That's wrong. A lot of things happened before it came to that. And it was fixed and replaced. But they want to see you ultimately facing the charges. Then once they do the court switch up, they're going to come around in a couple of days like, what's up? Man, why was you tripping like that? I ain't want to do that to you. I had to be honest in court. I really do love you for real. Like, I just don't know why you get so mad.
There you go.
Your life is destroyed. You dealing with court proceedings, fees, all of this stuff. That's what they do.
There you go.
So you can be relying on them, and then they got something else to hang over your head. So when they do that next charge, your charges keep upgrading. If the more you in and out of that system with them, the more you getting this foul on you, and it's not looking good each time you go to court.
Hey, Keys, that's the game plan. And look, when the charges get originally filed, then y'all make up. Everything is made up. But when you get back to court,
Switch up.
I don't know.
The other one checking in.
I don't know you. Nah, you shouldn't have did what you did.
I'm in fear of my life, and I just don't know what they're gonna do to me.
I don't care that I was up in the hotel right after we had a baby. I was in a hotel with somebody else. I don't care. But you destroyed my car. You hit my car, and you need to pay.
You need to pay
your life. You need to pay for the rest.
I don't care if you fought the girl, the aunt, and you. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about that. I need to make sure you pay.
Oh boy.
And something is on your record. And that's craziness.
That's what it's all about. It's all about breaking you down.
Even though you got a child with them, you would think, they want that they care about their child's parent. No, they hate their child's parent.
No,
that's them.
You.
Yes.
No, they don't care about the parent or the child. So
no,
it's a win-win to them.
Yeah.
Swan, thanks for that super chat again, Swan. Swan said they are literally vampires. Suck your soul dry. Vampires, people. They're not good people. They're not good examples of good people. They're bad. They're the worst examples of anybody you will ever see or deal with. People. That's it. That's the end of the story. As long as you stay in it, as long as you're running with it, you're going to be right there with them. That's their goal.
Yeah.
Misery loves company, and they are miserable. Okay. They are miserable.
And they gonna go to court with you if it's some other stuff they got you into, because they always jacked up the legal system, things breaking, financial loss. This is coming with the narcissist. Like, this is just part of their makeup. This is part of the cloud. You're going to experience those things and the confusion and discord in a family household. No peace. This is what they bring to the table. When y'all come up and y'all be like, all right, we go 50-50. You know how people doing 50-50 stuff now. I'm bringing this to the table. I come up here. This is what I work. I got integrity. I got this. I got that. Good bill of health. For the most part, all of that stuff. This is what you bring. The narcissist, they got, I got some death. I got destruction. Oh, you're going to love this one. It's called the ball of confusion. Just when you feel like you're about to go to that interview, I'm going to throw that at you. Then you go miss the interview or be ziggity boo. That's what they going to do. Or I got something for you. You're going to go to work, but I'm about to deliver some news to you where you're not even going to be able to function, because you're going to be thinking, how did I just drop this ball of facts on you that crushed your world while you in the workplace trying to work? That's what they got for you. That's what they bring to the table. And then they bring their other supplies, like you fighting people you don't know, all of this stuff, because they are cheating and people got these different narratives that you know nothing about, but they done sold this one the narrative that you trying to stalk them or hurt them. So now you got somebody approaching you don't even know. But you gotta defend yourself. But that's the craziness. They love that triangulation and try to get that fight. And then they'll come back to you like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that person would do that. Like, this is what they love. These are the demons they serve. They're the altar.
Man, oh man. That guys, you're signing up for a life of just letdowns, a life of disappointment, a life of being judged, a life of separation, a life of hardship, a life of abuse, lies, deceit, cheating, a thief, everything bad that you've ever imagined. That's what you signing up for when you decide, I'm staying in this. I'm gonna work through this. We gonna stay together. You'll think you'll stay together. They're
Mm-hmm.
always in recruitment mode.
Always.
Always. And that's not going to change. It's not going to change because you're going to try to be the best person you've ever been. They know what you're going to do. That's the reason why it won't work with the new person, because the new person thinks the same thing, that they're just going to love all this craziness out of this person. It never happened before, and it's not going to start now.
The only way it works if they have some type of legal hold on them. Like, they might hold their passport if they foreign, or they might they will do that.
That's just
They
for
will
a
pass
little
that.
while. That's just for a little while. That's not something that's just going to stay there with that. That's
Like,
not
my
going
mom will pull that card. Like, you will go for immigration. So that, that's that. Those are those type of marriages that may just work because one person might need a certain status and the other person might need control. But that's it. If people got some sense about themselves, as soon as this person goes ziggity boo in a head spin, they gone. But
to.
nowadays it's like, now people are becoming more aware of it. But if they can find that supply that they can lock in, that need like some type of status. You can even look at the ones in the government, the president and them, they need a status and they stay in that. That's the kind of stuff that will last because they will tolerate anything. They
Ooh.
don't care if this person messing with doing this or doing that. They need a certain status because where they came from is where they never want to go back to. They feel like that is worse, whether it's a country of third world or whatever. They feel like doing this is better than that, just putting up with it or ignoring them. However, they still in covenant with the devil, and they don't understand how bad this can get unless they into some same devil stuff too. Because you got them too. They might be doing some, potions and powders and spells and all that as well. That's the only way that stuff look long lasting.
Hey, you know what? I think next week when we get in here, we're gonna talk specifically about marriage and narcissism, man. Because it's a lot of stuff we don't really go too deep into, but we really gotta step foot into that because that seems like that's the goal for the people, especially the people who are not married. That's their goal, and you starting out with somebody, and this ain't it. This ain't it. And when you get married thinking that this marriage is going to change that person, man, you just invited the worst possible scenario into your life you could ever see or deal with, man.
Because now there's a contract.
When
there's a covenants are different than just bad decisions. Covenants, when you in a covenant with a person and y'all are legally, and you already be like meshed with them spiritually and stuff, but when y'all legally become one covenant, that person is like a devil or a devil agent, witch, warlock, and all of that, you are asking daily for your life force to be just transferred over to their kingdom, your assets transferred over to their kingdom, your destiny transferred over to their kingdom. They are taught how to get that locked in place early on. They taught how to razzle dazzle you and do all of these tricks and all of that stuff. They can just invoke a spirit for that. They can invoke that thing, and that thing will give you whatever you want. But it's a thing. And then once you sign, they can completely ruin your entire life because they got joint accounts, joint assets. Then if they stay married long enough, they're going to try. The goal is to get that retirement, that pension, whatever your job is not love involved. They just need to elevate. They might need to boost their own career and their own image. Like maybe for their company, they hire more if a person is married.
Man, they are not here for your best interest. No matter what, just as long as you know that, they are not here for your best interest.
Right. It's the image. What image do they need to portray to their invisible fans? That's it. And if that image include oh, I need to look like I'm marriage material, or I need to look like this, for my high school people. This is me and Bay, da da da. That's it. They'll take the picture like,
That's
gee,
it. That's
wait,
all it ever.
like,
That's
why you
all it
touching
ever
me?
was. That's
That's
all
what
it
they're
ever
gonna
is.
do.
That's all it ever was. That's all it ever is. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness, man. Just one headache.
And you try to stay in it because it's a covenant and vows are involved. And you like, we gonna work this out. We gonna go to counseling.
Mm-hmm.
They look forward to going to counseling. That they usually make them appointments if it means that they perceive that they have duped the counselor in some way and they get adoration from that counselor. They're gonna go to the appointments. If the
Right.
counselor call them out on their BS, they're not going. They're gonna be like, oh, that person is this or that, witch, warlock, whatever they want to call them, uneducated. I don't know why we're doing this. They'll make every excuse. But if they feel like that counselor is siding with them just a little bit, they will keep going because narcissists want to be validated and
There you
they
go.
like to dupe people. And they feel like they duped, even though you typing on there straight narcissistic personality disorder. They feel like they duping you.
They do. That's who they because that's who they are. That's the way it's always been. That's the way it's always gonna be with these people, y'all. It's not gonna get better. Y'all, I mean,
It's
we could
not a power couple with a narcissist. With a narcissist, you're being depleted of your power.
ain't that funny how all of them want to be that though? They
Yeah.
want to be this power couple, this sought after. That's a sickness right there. You want people to be envious of who you are, and you ain't about nothing good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, good people, good.
That's how they do it. Is and they it's as seen on TV with them. So if they watching TV and the new trend is power couple, hey, we need to take this picture. We can be a power couple. If the trend is open a business, hey, let's open this business. I'm gonna open a business. If the trend is medicine, I mean, we had the Cosbys. That was a trend. I want to be like the Cosby family.
There
That's
you
when
go.
a lot of the narcissists was settling into those family systems when they had the Cosbys and all of that going, family matters and stuff, because they do whatever
Right.
they can see on TV, like this is what I'm supposed to do socially. They
There you
can't
go.
live it, but they can have an image. I need to live in the suburbs. I need to have this house. I need to have this. But secretly, they have this urge to destroy that they can't, it has to be fed. So
Mm-hmm.
they have to find somebody to tear down, either a spouse or a child. Either one would do. Somebody that's dependent on them, dependent on their validation. That's gonna be the one I tear down, and I'm gonna gaslight them to the point where they won't let other people know exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Oh well. Hey Keith, you got some people asking about how they can contact you in the comments. Tell them about your TikTok. Tell them about your TikTok, Keith. And we
I
have an upcoming podcast we working on, y'all. We just ain't got all the odds and ends. You know me. I'm on the slow bus as usual. Okay, but
yeah,
we gonna bring it together. We bringing it together.
and I do have the channel. I'm trying to get on there more. Like I got like the email contact. I do got like a website with the Reconcile to Love. I just do be like extremely swamped with because I gotta practice and I'm doing this, you get these joint commission and Trump changing laws every 2 days. It's so much with that. Like it's just so many governmental things happening that I gotta oversee. So I try to respond, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this dude doing. It's just like every
Hey,
couple days
stop
it
trying to
affects
figure
the
it out.
whole healthcare industry.
You better stop trying to figure it out, because boy, oh boy, it changes. It
Won't
changes
make
every
sense.
15 minutes.
Yes.
Every 15
One
minutes.
thing a narc would do is never make sense. Statue today, gone tomorrow.
Well,
Statue.
listen, on purpose though. On purpose.
And you by that area where he tripping. They had a whole, they
Listen,
said he put us
he
some statue.
got our whole area in shambles, man.
Yes,
It is unreal out here, man. But
crazy stuff.
hey, that's just what it is. Hey guys, we're gonna jump out early tonight and
Yeah.
do what we do. Next week, we're going to be talking about, for everybody who has dealt with a narc in marriage, Don't miss it next week, because this is gonna be the first time we went just no holds barred about being married to one of these things, man. Everybody that's thinking about marrying one, y'all need to be in here Friday night, because we going in, and we just gonna give you the true, raw, uncut deal of what you trying to sign up for, or what you already have signed up for. And it ain't good, people. It's not good. Yeah, man. Hey, Keith, what you gonna leave them with for the weekend?
I'm gonna leave them with the narcs do get what they give, and what they give is very little. So even though it might seem like they gained a lot with your assets and stuff and your resources and becoming you, taking your identity, they only took a part of what you expressed in that time period. You always evolving, you always going to different levels as long as you can get back on track and start to live life again and reconnect with God, because we need him. And he starts showing you different purpose. It might go in a whole different direction with him. But once you get on track and go, to somewhere else, you'll look back. The narc's still trying to be the old you. It's many versions of the old me that these narcs trying to be, but it's crazy because it doesn't fit current times. You have to evolve like that. That's a natural process. But what they do is only mimic, and then they can only repeat the bits of information that they got from you and remember, but it don't fit every talking situation that they have. So they gonna get back those stares, those looks like, I don't think you know what you're talking about. That's what they gonna get back, because all they gave was the mimicking. All they gave was fraudulent behavior. All they gave was crappiness and destruction. And the children not liking them. So the children grow up, they don't have their children in their life. This is the stuff that is the outcome with the narcissist. And that marriage fraud stuff, yes, that's a big deal. And it depends on if it's immigration involved or not. Then you might have to get certain authorities involved. But that is the con artist trick. They call it con marriage or something. Like they doing that. I got con married, a couple times. That's what they do. They probably know how to plan that stuff in jail. Most of them came from jail, and they come out and they know. They even did a TV show about it, Love and Hip Hop, or Life After Lockup, Love After Lockup, or something. That's what they do. Love After Lockup. They find these people that's lonely and they be like, oh, I just love them. I just want to help them. I just see this in them. Never gonna work. They gonna take all your assets. They gonna take your identity. They gonna be cheating with everything, male, female, dogs, cats, whatever. And then they gonna after they cause complete utter destruction, if you're not in jail or have pending charges, that's when they gonna destroy and walk out on you. And then bring that other person around you. In your face. And that's what they do, because that causes the ultimate brokenness and broken heart. So they will they gonna reap what they sow. This is written. It's nothing we can do about that. We can't see it because another rescuer came along and stopped it, and now they swapped destinies with that one. So they just helped them out of their reaping. They was already going downhill. They done lost everything, but now they got another rescuer that's ready to destroy themselves for this narc.
Whew, man. I think she laid it out pretty delicately for everybody, for everybody who's reconsidering, because we do that. We do reconsider all the time.
The last narc I was talking.
Some of us understand the assignment and get totally out. But for you guys who ready to sign back up for the craziness, man, we here to tell you and inform you that, listen, you about to be in for the fight of your life, and we just don't want to see you in that place. Right. The thing I want to leave you guys with tonight is that it's not just the narc gonna get what they gave. We all are going to get what we give. That's life, man. You're going to get what you give. My advice to everybody is, man, get your life right with God.
Yeah.
Get your life right with your God, because that way you don't have to worry about anything bad. You getting something bad. Yeah, it might seem like, I'm always doing nice for everybody and nobody's doing this for me. Trust and believe. Your day is coming. God sees your good deeds. And I'm personally going to guarantee you your good deeds are being seen. Everybody's going to be tested. All of us. We're going to be tested, good people. There's no way around it. You cannot grow in this life if you're not tested. You cannot grow. And you're going to be tested and tempted with the things that you want the most.
Yeah.
That's going to be that's going to be the ultimate test for all of us. But at the end of the day, man, you got to make your mind up to what you want in this life, to
Yeah.
what your level of what you want happiness to be. I've made up my mind. I know what's going to work for me. I'm just saying to you, the most powerful thing I've learned, the most powerful thing in this universe is a made up mind. Man, it has endless potential. A made up mind. When your mind is made up about something, it's already done at that point. All you had to do was make your mind up. It's done at that point. The moment you made your mind up. So listen, I want y'all to go into next week. Finish your weekend out. Enjoy your life, man. Enjoy your time this weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your life. Y'all better start learning how to enjoy your life. And I'm still gonna keep asking that same question, guys. When it comes to your life, if not right now, when are you going to start enjoying your life?
Mm-hmm.
If not right now, when? And why? Why aren't you going to start enjoying it right now? Yeah, think on that one, good people. So I'm gonna leave you just like we came up in here with number love, peace, and
So change. Bye, everybody.
thanks again, Keish. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good night, everybody, because I sure am.